Okay, welcome. We are in the LGD Gaming versus Fnatic game, and this one is a very interesting one because I think overall picks, overall situations and everything has to be very good. This game is longer than a usual game. That's what I'm gonna say. Longer than a usual game. Usual game could be like around 30 minutes end. 25-30 minutes end at this tournament. And this game is definitely very action-packed, so it's gonna be very interesting to me to cast it because, you know, I have to like choose and pick what games I'm gonna cast and make a video for because clearly there's too many games for one guy to cast. Even though I would like to go through all of them because I'm really enjoying this type of tournament, and I'm really enjoying the play of the teams. I'm definitely surprised by a lot of teams that they're performing on a level that I would like to see from this tournament. Not like last year where if I have a GG in a tournament in 6 minutes and then you forfeit the last game because you don't care anymore, I'm looking at it like a bad decision by the tournament makers to actually invite you to the tournament. I think this tournament, everybody's giving their all, it seems, you know, what they can get. I understand some team, I don't say team, is underperforming, but again, at least they are trying, let's say, okay? So let's get into this one, LGD Gaming against Fnatic. So bans are Wisp, Lifestealer, Chen, and Timbersaw. Interestingly enough, the Chinese are just kind of have the certain fetish against with Timbersaw against him. They seem that the Timbersaw is too strong in some situations, which it was. I believe it was, but it definitely has its downsides. I think they showed, as in this tournament for Timbersaw, they showed as many downsides as they showed positives. So positives, of course, is the pure damage, amazing amount of pure damage. You can kill support, you can kill people main hero in a second. But downsides are there too, and I think they showcased both of these. So I'm gonna be definitely watching the Timbersaw how it actually goes into after the group stages into matches of winners bracket or losers bracket. How Timbersaw will be actually kind of seen as a hero. On the other side, we have Alchemist, Darkseer, Nyx Assassin, and a Gyrocopter as the first bands. Darkseer for me is really great. As you could saw from any like Navi game that they have Darkseer, I recommend watching it because definitely they are performing very well with that type of hero. So that is definitely a big yes to me to ban it and not let it through. Now we have a Dragon Knight, Visage, and Weaver on LGD Gaming, and I have to say that this already is very good. This combo, Dragon Knight, Weaver, is very defensive in a sense of what they can kind of withstand and how much reach they have. I think there's something missing so far. So we have Visage and Earthshaker as support, and I think there's something missing for me. I would like to see... I just like, which is kind of weird, but it works so great for the DK against LGD Gaming, I think it was the match. That Lifestealer. Additional Lifestealer in this type of setup. He can jump into the DK with the Shadow Blade. Weaver can do his own thing, get the BKB, not be bothered by anybody on the map. So, so far I like it, but I think it's something still missing. So we have to see what's going to be the last pick. Now we have Odie on the Fnatic side. We have a Batrider and Nega Siren, and now it's a Lich. That's interesting that the Nega Siren will be probably the farming hero. Odie, of course, is going to be on the mid. Anybody on the mid, which could be DK, he's gonna be definitely screwed. Odie is the type of hero that will screw you on the mid. It doesn't really matter what hero you are, like, he will win if you don't gank Odie, which is extremely hard because obviously he has the Astral Prison. He can wait it out, the gank, on himself, on or you, if you are getting too close, so there's definitely that. Batrider, we'll see where he goes. And Lich, it's going to be interesting because I haven't actually seen Lich. We have two heroes with big ultis. We have Earthshaker and a Lich against it. So I haven't seen these type of heroes play that much in this tournament. I think Earthshaker was played by Navi a lot, but the Lich I'm not really sure. So this is, I think, first time I'm actually seeing Lich at the TI3. So it's going to be definitely interesting to me. Now Sand King is the next one. So they don't want to complete the combo of Fnatic, it seems, with the Nyx, with a big additional big ulti, OD ulti, Lich ulti, and SK ulti. Now we've Lone Druid, which I definitely think was a possibility. Additional hero that is kind of defensive, but his bear is very aggressive himself. So there's additional thing that would be very hard to bring down. So what's gonna be the last pick for LGD? I like Earthshaker, by the way. The skin, the new skin, finally. There are still few heroes that I think are just ugly. I think Nega Siren, just the basic model, is actually one of them. The other one could be, I think, Slardar, Medusa. I think those type of heroes might need like a lift up. But Earthshaker was definitely needed. I think he looks very cool right now, because in Dota 1, let's be honest, Earthshaker was a badass. He was huge, his vision was huge, everything was huge. Everything was huge. And with Earthshaker right now, he definitely is I think, at the point. So Wind and a Shadow Fiend, yeah, are gonna be picks for Fnatic, and I actually like that. So Negastarin will be playing as a support, and Shadow Fiend will be farming as much as he can. So that's definitely a better choice to have Negastarin as a support than kind of like trying to force the Negastarin against heroes like, you know, DK, Weaver, because those heroes are getting BKB, so it will be kind of harder maybe to fight them as a Negastarin, because her ulti doesn't do anything in the sense of teamfight, but Nevermore ulti does something in the sense of a teamfight, so he's overall stronger in the sense of a teamfight, Nevermore. Negastarin can prep the teamfight better. We have minus armor, we have a net that goes through the BKB, so he can just do that. That's fine, that's enough. So this is definitely a good setup.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm kind of wondering how Wind will be performing. I'm kind of wondering, I haven't seen much of the Wind. I've seen some like a, let's say, cheesy strat with the Wind on the Ancients, kind of getting Shadowblade, which was like, okay. Wasn't really like serious game to say. That game was over basically before anything happened, unfortunately. But haven't seen like a Wind doing so good on hardlane actually yet, so we have to see what's gonna happen here. We have sentries. Yao is leading the charge. He's gonna be on the mid. Of course, OD is gonna be against him, 100%. Everybody has the set. Everybody has the wings on OD, it seems. Rare wings. And the face, of course. That's with it, the face. I like the pick from Fnatic. I really like that. It could be interesting setup. There's everything you need for setup with the Negastarin ulti. There's everything you need. Of course, they can be okay with it. They can be okay if they have BKBs. After the setup, you pop the BKB. There's no damage dealt by any spell. Only better they can actually catch you after that. And then, of course, instant. But as a damage sword after that ulti, if you have BKB, you don't give a shit necessarily. What it's gonna be. You know what it's gonna be on top lane? I can tell you now. It's gonna be on top lane. 3 heroes are here. It's gonna be on top lane. Let's see what it is. Has to be. Oh, it's on the bot lane. It's a haste. That's a pretty good rune. So Wind is gonna take it immediately. There's OD. Notail's blocking as much as he can to kind of gain. So Era is gonna be on the mid. Let's see how the farm will go. But OD against Trilane, that's gonna be challenging. Right now, I think they are just there to show, don't gank our Nevermore. Don't do it. Oh, they already have wards with the sentry, so smoke gank can actually be nullified, but OD is gonna have a hard time. This is a pretty good setup. If they can just close him, he has Astral Prison, fine, but this takes a longer time than Astral Prison. Way longer time. And yeah, that's gonna be interesting, I have to say. So top lane is gonna be Weaver against the Trixie, which is gonna be bad either. We'll see what's gonna happen there. I'm not 100% sure. Of course, mid could be easy farm for Era. He just needs to get the first last hit, then he's gonna be completely fine, absolutely fine. Which right now he's at the point of being very much fine. So we have rotation. We have rotation of Negastarin on top lane. She has wards. She doesn't have skill yet. If there was some clusterfuck fight, she could actually get the Dire Tide. Sorry, Dire Tide? Riptide. Crazy. I'm getting crazy here. A Riptide, and she could, you know, definitely deflect or deal some damage. But there's Riptide, okay. That's the damage then. That's just Hera's damage that he needs to use this regen, which he has actually a lot of it. Not any healing stuff, so it's a continuous regen that he needs to use against this lane. Hera, as you can see, already on the top of the damage here, so that's the thing about Nevermore. Like, a lot of people are like, how you can lose against Nevermore? Like, what the fuck? Look at the movement speed, 290, 305. That's 15 plus movement speed, okay? And everybody's like, oh, the damage sucks, but the animation is great. The attack is not done just by the movement, sorry, attack speed. Sorry, attack damage. It's attack speed, it's movement speed. How close you can get to the creep before attacking. That's it. It has many variations. See, like, he's getting easy lasered at this point. So Nevermore is actually very good on mid. The problem is not laseting. The problem is that he is gankable. Too easily gankable. That's the problem. There's not, like, other problem of Nevermore. So right now we see rotation of DDC. He had to go for the Sylar on top lane because there was Negastarin. They're already gone with the Negastarin. Level 2, she got the Riptide and Ensnare. There's Gank on DK is definitely playing with the devil. He doesn't have wards. He has wards on the bot lane because he was thinking there's going to be Twilight on the bot lane, so it's going to be like a vision from here maybe. But everything is coming from top, and Trixie should be careful very much so, because the Weaver, of course, he's going to have dual hit in a second. That's not going to be enough. There's also assumption, of course, that is enough, so Weaver's actually going to get the first spot. Sylar on first spot, that's very important. He's going to get boots right now, with the Basil's already, so he's a very good spot right now. I was like, that's not going to be enough, and then, of course, there's a hero called Visage, who does these type of damages, but he wasn't charging it like, you know, necessarily like crazily, but that was enough. Just that was enough for the second hit. And there goes the gank. So right now he knows that he cannot really get there, which is good to know when you're on a mid and you need to get there, unfortunately. So far these guys are playing very good. Of course they are even gnawing with the sacrifice right now. That's really hard lane for Yao. Really, really hard lane. And the easiest lane of his life for Era. He needs to lose it with the dual breath. So breath fire. Breath fire? Breath fire. Was it called differently in other one? I think so. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just crazy. It's possible. Not many levels on the Earthshaker. Right now, as you see, like, I was like, oh, he's having problems, but there's no Visage anymore, so it's pretty equal. He can just hide the Windrunner for most of the times. She's not gonna get any mana left. Or this guy too, so he's gonna be completely fine. So there's a pull. I guess Earthshaker can't really... Okay, he can do that. And he can be in trouble also because of that. He still does have a decent amount of regen, so he should be fine here. DK taking the regen. That's gonna help him, of course. To take more creeps with the breath. With his breath. Fire breath. Which is, of course, not ideal, but what can you do? And that's the thing that a lot of like DKs that I'm seeing playing, a lot of them don't have items. Don't have items that they should have at some point. So it's like DS Shadowblade, maybe BKB or just BKB, but he cannot just finish that Azal Kiras. He doesn't have that amount of money from these type of situations. A lot of DKs are just fucked on a mid, and team is like, okay, it's enough to Dragon Form, then we can push, then we can make BKB, it's gonna be fine. But when you're kind of depending on that hero as a carry, sometimes it just doesn't work out, and a lot of times it did not in this tournament. So Nega Siren is pulling, getting Riptide, because that's a really crazy ability in the beginning. Crazy ability. Level 2 finally on DD. Can have Aftershock, which doesn't really do much right now, but still, he has it. Little dance here. Unfortunately, Era can dance better. Well, maybe not. There's still raises. One raise at least. Oh, no. He's gonna take it. He's gonna take it. He has bottle. He doesn't really care. Not that he cares too, but with no mana, he can get creeps. With no mana, he can get creeps. On the bot lane, it's pretty safe after the first blood. On the Trixie on the top lane, nothing is really happening, unfortunately. But Weaver definitely is getting uncontested. Trixie had to do this. He died. There's too strong of a slow encounter to him. Double hits here. Shikuchi with a high level already, and of course Soul Assumption. Just level 2 of Soul Assumption will do immense damage. So he's gonna get... He just wants that dagger as soon as possible. He has dagger, so... Sorry, he has TP, so he can get into the battle very soon, if he wants to. So he's gonna get level 6, and then he's gonna be active. Right now there's also something here. Yao is still fighting for the rune, he can actually right now self. He's gonna be fine, so thanks to the DC, they didn't want to initiate on him because, of course, that's a Visage. They would be fine initiating, but I think next level they would be better. Level 4, level 5 would be better for their fight, I think, right now. Yeah, look at him! He doesn't care! Of course he has Invis, but still. You know what? He's actively charging the magic wand, of course. That's his style. He's using their mana against him. And then, of course, as the classic, is he's farming with the Brief Fire. We have Phase Boost on the Wind, level 5. DD's still just waiting here. Popping a few fusions there and there. This could be bad. Level 6, level 7 already bad. Somebody is gonna die here. Is it gonna be DD? He doesn't have mana. They know that. They know that. He's gonna take the Wind. Wind still has no mana left. Odie just whipped all the mana out. So that's an easy kill for Trixie. This is double kill on the bot lane. Easiest kills that they could get, actually. Nobody had mana on anything. Wow. That's an OD for you then. Because they didn't use their mana like actively. Because obviously they were not really rotating that many spells. So OD is really working out so far. The Visage, you know, he said screw it. I need levels, I need the Familiars, I need Soul Assumptions, so let Earthshaker kind of soak everything that he needs. And of course he's gonna be getting some supportive items maybe. Supportive items in the sense of like items, not necessarily worse. That probably would be for poor Earthshaker to actually get. Still. The one with no money usually gets everything. Yeah. And they make fun of him later on. Definitely. Ooh. The catapult! Somebody! There we go. Getting impatient. There's a slightly huge gank coming. There is a ward though, so they see CL8. There's a haste. Earthshaker. They see everything at this point. He knows everything. There's a haste, so DK at least getting a lot of runes, which is definitely positive. But still, the farm is on Nevermore. Second farm is actually right now on Trixie, plus of course these two situations on the bot lane, very important ones. Completely drag them away from the bot lane. Completely. Level 7 Odie, like they cannot contest it. Like nobody can at this point one-on-one with him. And Earthshaker wasn't really doing so much in the first place, so that's not really great. Of course we have on the top lane, some pushing. DK has us level 6, so should be starting. There's a lot of teams that are kind of like thinking like that's gonna be enough. This like let's get that's easy towers as a DK, but I'm not gonna I haven't seen this game yet. I've seen similar games. There's a lot of DKs. I've seen games where DK was just without items. He had BKB, that was it. They had Ensnare for it, and if he wants a TP, they have ulti. If he wants a TP. So they have still things against him. Of course, Weaver is fairly strong hero, and I think Weaver will be the annoyance of the team. They have Bad Rider against it, so they have things against it, definitely. We'll see what the gameplay is gonna happen. There's a courier. He has a haste still. How many hits he can do? 1. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. The haste is off. It's just no damage. It seems like a good when he's hitting towers, but when he's hitting fucking this creep, this zebra. You know, hitting zebra, nothing is happening. A Zonky. Zebra, come on, zebra. Earthshaker. I hate watching these type of supports because it's just like it's very painful. Like 10 minutes in level 3, you were sitting on the lane the whole time, casted probably 2 fissures, and then you die. It's like, and having TP, like okay, that's great. It's just very painful. Nega Siren, but there's a phase boot, so she can actually get it. She would get it, but she didn't want to. The waste of mana. And top tower fallen. Weaver has it. You can check. Deny the tower? What the fuck? Deny the tower where? Can't be in this Nega Siren. Could it be? That she was top lane, then bot lane, then everywhere? Maybe. Weaver going. They love the courier. They want this courier. Sylar? No, they right now. Oh, maybe. 2 hits. 3rd hit, that's a courier. Sylar is better than DK against this. Sylar still continues, he's gonna be the NO ends. Nice ulti from the Lich. Jumping, DK is gonna be dropping down immediately. Sylar still hunting, but there are razors, he needs to be very careful about this. Bad Rider has an ulti, they have him, there's a sentry, very nice one. There's 2 razors. That's it, that's a kill. 1 race, I didn't say 2. It was only 1 race, unfortunately. Pretty good for OD, you know, OD fine, he is about to get a mech. But that's a good trade, I think. DK and Weaver, like, those are the main weapons against this. If they don't have the main weapons, they're Earthshaker level 3. They're level 6, you know, Visage, which, fine. And they have Wind, which is still there for Shackle. He is gonna be, you know, mech 2. Great. Basically 2 lanes against each other building mech. But how effectful that's gonna be against this team, I'm not really sure. It's not. But farm-wise, you know, they're still even. Like it's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy farm-wise so far. They're leading, of course. Not by much, as you see. Not by much. Doesn't like this doesn't mean anything. Like I don't like these graphs that much. But yeah, so far it's fine. Nothing. No tower died. Nothing happened yet. Not of course the top lane. But nobody's on top lane anymore. It's the lane for creeps. Creeps are farming. Both of them. Sylar, of course, is gonna be going there. Because he can't stand creeps having the money. Each time you actually check in Dota 1 the creep stats, you could check like the buildings, you could click on buildings and it will show you the money of the Scourge or the Radiant or Sentinel team. It was like, you know, 50,000 gold they got from like last hitting and shit. It was like, wow. And from, of course, the timing that it's going. So it was like, you are running with like 500, we are like I'm doing good. And then fucking Scourge side has a 10,000 already. Kind of demotivating. There's ulti from a Nega Siren. Can they follow it up with something? They can kill. There's a stun, so Era can be in a position perfectly. There's ulti immediately, just for the slow mostly. There's OD ulti. Nice fissure, nice Shackle, Nega Siren and OD. Trixie is going for the DK. DK will be dropping down, and these guys will be dropping down. Sylar is there, again, being annoying as always. Hani can't do anything about this. He can avoid at least the power shot, but he's going to be dying very soon. It's going to be one attack from a Sylar. No Shackle shot this time. There's a Buckler activated. Era, nice fissure again. He's no level with no items, but he's doing the job. Other than, of course, this one. The fissure, unfortunately, stays too long, so they cannot really hunt the Trixie down. Which he would have the blink, and nevertheless, so they couldn't really do it. That's a good fight for the LGD. Double TP! No, Sylar, run! Visage got the tower. Visage got the tower. He doesn't have mana for the whole combo. He doesn't have the combo, so nothing is going to happen. Visage got the tower. That's nice. He's rich. He is. Him abandoning this Earthshaker was the best plan of his life. He's a rich motherfucker right now. He can buy all the boots in the world. And of course, Radiant Courier finally appearing. The Zebra, as I said, appearing back. We have BKB on Evermore. No tail. He's fine with what he has. Nuke maximum. Shield would be nice, but necessarily not. There's very little close range damage. If Earthshaker is not gonna step up his game, everything is range. DK, Dragon Form, he's not gonna be fighting without that in this game. Weaver and Wind, those are the main damage dealers. Everything is range. But he's sitting on a pretty decent amount of everything. He's fine. We see no vision from, no like aggressive vision from Fnatic, so this is gonna be like kind of a tower skipping. It's gonna be not really much gameplay right now. They want to get their items done. Both teams. It's always like in this tournament. It's always like both teams want to get some items. It's like, yeah, when I'm gonna mech, you know, come on, like we're gonna get something from this. And the other team is like, mech, come on. Nega Siren being completely caught off guard, not expecting this. There's a stun to follow up. No stun needed. That's just a kill on a poor support of Nega Siren. That's gonna be bot tower. So it's gonna be tower killing. Can they defend the tier 2? They think they can, and they definitely can. So let's see the net worth. We have a Weaver. Wind is actually jumped on the 3rd place, which is very good. There's a pretty big gap between Wind, Nevermore. Of course, Weaver is kind of in a league of his own. Depends on item that he's getting. BKB. They're getting the safest choices that they can get. Which against this team, as I said after Nega Siren ulti, that's the one. That's the one to go for. But then again, they can separate the team with already one activated BKB. They can separate it with the Nega Siren ulti. So he can ulti when there's one BKB, for example, on DK activated. He was caught off guard. He can separate the whole team, put Ensnare on a DK, and then they can just focus him down. So there are many choices how you can use the ulti, of course. But expect smoke gank on the DK very soon. Of course, who's gonna be going first? Trixie? Trixie going for it. Firefly immediately activated. He knows something is very much wrong, and he's not gonna find out before he's dead. So there we go. Raises, and Sheriff is gonna get a kill. Very important one. Again, DK not getting there. Item-wise, not getting there. He has to rely actually on the others right now of his team. Visage doing fairly good. Right now we are finally OD finished in this action. His mech. We have a quick Roshan. Let's see if it's gonna be successful. They don't know about it. Better either ulti, of course, off the cooldown, so he can't really be like overly aggressive in this one. He doesn't have 4 steps to like get away immediately, so that's gonna be Roshan, which is kind of important. Good trade for DK, of course. He's not getting much himself, so if he can get something on a Weaver, that's the target. That's what they want to completely farm. And DK is gonna take it. He needs farm that much that he needs at Aegis. And he's gonna be in front of the line, so they're comfortable with Weaver actually getting the time lapse off. Which I would say, that's pretty reasonable for it, even though, you know, there's not like direct stun, so I guess he can, you know, ensnare, he can just click the button. Anything he can click the button. Other than, of course, this. So that has to be, that's only option how to actually get the Weaver. on the opponent, as an opponent team. So Weaver is in a good spot. He's definitely in a good spot. So DK being molested, he definitely wants to take it and be more useful. A little more useful. So we have an additional smoke. Of course, Hani has a TP, so he should be completely fine. There's an aggressive ward in their jungle. Hani's already... Well. they going. Hani's TPing, okay. There's too much blackness on the map. Okay, nothing gonna happen. Close. Close. He definitely stretched it out as far as he got. Okay. Because that was definitely... Earthshaker doesn't have a blink, and the shackles for traveling, so he'll be okay maybe like a second later than that, but that was it. There's a BKB on Nevermore. You know, 18 minutes, that's reasonable. Of course, his damage output is not so great, but any caught up by the Batrider will be killed. Like, they have enough of the just right-click or spell damage to just get that guy that he's dragging. So, they did that. They so far initiated with the tricks, as you can see, very much so. Oh, illusion of DK. Could be fight of the century. Or not. Bot tower. We are still playing the tower game, as you can see. Grand finals. Who's got more towers? Maybe. You can expect maybe some tired Dota later on, because the teams are definitely getting drained by these matches. Day matches. That's gonna be very nice for them. There's a positioning from a Batrider. I don't think he can do it. And what? I don't know. He's just not even... There we go. Okay, canceling the TP of the Siler. That was very nice. Just tipping like that, so there's not gonna be any like a counter initiation of a Fnatic. But on the other hand, there's a nice Shackle shot. Oh, blink. Okay, nice one. Maybe starting with the power shot will be better, but you know, I'm talking from a point of seeing this action already. Well, maybe he could do that, man. Just come on, fucking LGD only third last year. Yeah, I guess, right? Okay, here we go. Another smoke, of course, because they have many. Because supports, you know, they're buying them, so screw them if they don't want any items. Let's see if Yao has that Aegis. They can just wipe him immediately. He cannot do anything. He doesn't have a dragon form. There's no support necessarily for him. There's an end snare. Look at a team like, oh well, good old Yao yet again. There's a respawn. Era ulti immediately into the face, and that's gonna be last thing. The Lich ulti and getting the fuck out as soon as possible, because they didn't know if there are any TPs. They didn't have vision at that point. They were like, there are TPs coming. We need to get the fuck out as soon as possible. We need to get that kill as soon as possible. So a good old Dragon Knight, yet again dying. Trixie, he can pull somebody off, but there are familiars scouting it. They don't have yet vision of it, because familiar vision is extremely limited. If I can show you that. They didn't see anything. Like, it's not the unit. It's shit. Okay, this vision is shit. You can scout Roshan pretty easily, but that's kind of it. Alright. Unfortunately, a lot of aggressive wards towards the jungle, but the action was done top lane. So far, like, hard to say who is looking better. I don't think we are there item-wise yet, so I can tell, like... I think Fnatic is looking better. I would like to say that, but... Because I think they have the better initiation right now with the Batrider. With Earthshaker, like, he's so far away of Dagger. Visage is more like, if you are already in the fight, it's great, it's good. At some points, of course. Not necessarily when Nevermore will be too strong, then it's like 4 hits, that's it. There's initiation on a DK yet again. There's a nice check, so not latching on anybody, that's a big one. They fucked up, they are running away, there's gonna be TP from a Negasar very soon. He can't TP, he needs to run away, which is a big thing, because there's gonna be Fissure. And unfortunately, the Fissure is actually blocking him, but the Familiars are gonna take the job, and Negasar will go down. So Familiars... He's like, I'm gonna TP. Well, not. They have shit vision, but they are still extremely useless. So useful! Sorry, useful. That's what I want to say. There we go. There's a 4-star finish on Hani. DA finally hit some support on his ass, because clearly he is not having greatest time of his life against his Batrider. He's everywhere. That could be said also about this DK. He's everywhere. But other than his team, of course, which is nowhere near him a lot of times. I'm kind of hoping we're gonna see soon the dagger on Earthshaker, because I think that could change a lot of team fights, a lot of momentum. Like, Earthshaker doesn't seem so, but when he jumps in, it just disables you for that long. And of course, damage is amplified because of the aftershock when you are close to them, so it makes so much sense that dagger is a so fucking amazing item, but it's hard to get it when you're supporting. Very hard. You need amazing teamfight actions. Like teamfight like 3-4 heroes dead, and then you mid-tower, then you can get it. So Trixie ready to get somebody? There's a BKB, but of course, with the drag, it wouldn't be able to do anything. He would probably survive the auto attack if he BKB'd before it, though. It's just not enough time to kill Weaver with the BKB. He just needs that BKB. I think we're gonna see some kind of a repeat of a classic DK that is kind of a not having the greatest time of his life on the lane with, you know, just that BKB item, which he was like trying to get the whole game. And again, we see another smoke. They saw DK, so they're like, okay, we got kills on the top lane coming. And DK is like, well, time to run to the base because my team is nowhere near me. I need that BKB. I'm almost buying the recipe already. He's so scared. He's scared even here. He can't go here. Alright, this is the safe, I think, route for him. There we go. So the search for somebody is not going to be successful. The smoke is going to be off, and that's fine. They are again forcing the DK off farming. What level is the DK? DK is level 10. That's okay. I think it's okay, but there definitely is some certain pattern here of heroes that... See, these three heroes are definitely in front. Definitely. Like, Nevermore is getting far and far away. He's gonna get right now his Manta style. Or it's gonna be Scotty. I think it's gonna be Scotty. Seeing it. Seeing it already. Manta style. Why would you get such a common item? Get Scotty. It's not nowhere. It's not even picked anymore. Anywhere, so. It's gonna be Scotty. Yeah, it's a Scotty, of course it's a Scotty. It has to be Scotty. It's just a good item, I have to say. It's a good item. That's gonna be annoyance. He's gonna be so annoying with that slow... He gets crit to it, and that's gonna be really, really ridiculous. Of course, he gets lifesteal to it too, so... There's not many heroes at this point. There's initiation, sorry about that. Bad Rider. Oh, he didn't get it. That's gonna be actually bad. He doesn't have 4-star for anything, but there's a BKB already. Shackle's not gonna do anything. Nice one, Shackle. I felt this flying on him, but no, Trixie. Oh, Negastar ulti. No, no TP, no TP. Again, Familiars canceling it. Trixie's going down. He doesn't have a gem, which is the most positive thing about this, that they don't have a gem yet. Because that could be drastic. That could be drastic for them. Yeah, get the sentries. That's way safer than fight against Familiars with the TPs. There's a push immediately. Trixie, you know, he has 20 seconds, so this tower will go down, but the second one is no way. And Roshan, I don't think it's gonna happen too. That would be too ballsy, and they will react to it. They won't have Negastar ulti, but I think that is enough to contest Roshan himself, at least. We'll see the movement from these guys. See, like, still Earthshaker's buying immense amount of support items, so he can't really get the dagger very fast. Like, it would be so great to have it, though. Like, usually on a public, you find your way at this point to get the kills, to get something. But here, of course, where he has to do a lot of footwork for a team, it's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen in like 30 minutes, depends on the actions. So far it was like one kill there, and not many continuous streaks, let's say, of kills. Because teams are, of course, very defensive, Negastar and ulti. We have Weaver. Other than DK, which he has the BKB right now. He's gonna finish the BKB on top lane here. Very nice. He's being, of course, guarded by Earthshaker for it, because it's very important to get it. There's even sentry, everything. This DK needs to finish it. Click it as fast as you can. Don't even last it, just click the button. There we go, okay. So there we have BKB, both 10 seconds, actually 9 seconds for Weaver. He activated on the mid because he was scared about Bad Rider. That could be, I don't think it was forced, the BKB. I think because he, hard to say, like that was dangerous. And it, as you could see, turned out to be. So far, Visage Familiars are in a good position, very good positions to cancel this TPs. And it's working out. So 27 minutes in, and we have 8-8 The advantage, of course, is going to be Fnatic. XP-wise, it is actually... Sorry, gold-wise. XP-wise is Fnatic. Gold-wise, it's... Well, we got dip. We got dip. We had a mountain. Now it's going down again for Dire side, which... they have Weaver with Dizzle, so that's obviously a good thing. Now, Visit's going to be getting... Of course, it's so successful, these familiars, that he is going to be getting an egg at him, of course. Why not? Successful. Extremely. He can simultaneously free people with correct micro when they are tipping away from Nega's ulti, and then secure 3 kills. What can you get more? Nothing. Of course, Nega's works, as I said, right now as a support. She works as an ulti, and which is good enough in some cases. And she works as a Riptide, which also is a big thing. Wow, Yao movement speed with the haste is ridiculous. No Tail is going to be finished without casting ulti, and this Roshan. No Tail cannot buy back. He already bought a Urn, and he doesn't even have, if I'm mistaken. Oh, he has this. Okay, he has Haste Mask, so he has an Urn, but that's a Roshan. They can't really contest it without Lich ulti. That's a huge thing. They have ulti on Nega Siren, but the Lich ulti, the follow-up, that's the point. Plus, they have already 2 BKBs on these guys, so that's gonna be Roshan. There we go. And so far, Weaver's gonna take it because he's way better in team fighter at this point. BKB activated just in case. Just in case. He's gonna be getting dragged, I guess, by Beta, but they wouldn't go. They just wouldn't go without Lich. They would be too dangerous, as it was previously too. Let Earthshaker get it. No! How sad is he right now? Yeah. Is it my dagger? Oh, it's not. Of course not. So 45-minute dagger, maybe it's gonna happen. I have to say, I still believe in Nevermore. Like, we haven't seen like team fight. These teams are like extremely careful. We have Eye of Scatty, 2000 HP, slow, decent damage, raises ulti. He's there. He's there item-wise. He needs, of course, more damage, obviously, right now. But he's fine. He's gonna be fine item-wise. But the thing is, like, nothing is happening. I would like to see more like things forced by that ulti. They so far used it as an escape into Familiar's stun, so that didn't work out as an escape, because that was used 2 times, clearly, for the guy that was escaping, which was always, I think it was better than the Nega last time. It was actually a Nega Siren itself. She wanted TP, but she couldn't. She just had to run, because clearly they were best of TP with the Familiars. There's a power shot, scouting himself. And of course the whole thing is broken, so they can actually see it if they want to. And we are going back. Yeah, there's a lot of patient gameplay. Like, I would say it's definitely like scared type of gameplay. Not doing something when you might have the chance, because honestly, like, there was no BKB, there was no Desolator, and it was still like 7-7, just killing one guy, and it was like, okay, I'm fine with that. 1 kill advantage towards us, right? And yeah. So we have to kind of wait so far on something interesting. And that's the advantage of having dual commentary, because the other guy can actually talk about some nonsense, like what I had as a breakfast. He can talk about that. I don't care, because you can kind of take a break. You know, there's a Shackle Shot, not getting anything. Here's War Staff. There's ulti again. Familiars following up. No TP again, so run away. You better run away. Familiars, 1 stun, 2nd stun. There's a Xao 8 with the dagger. There's a Shackle Shot. Ah, there's nothing there. Unfortunately, they went actually top lane, so... Or sorry, high ground. No mana on Batrider, look at that. Nice ulti from Nevermore. Fissure actually blocking kind of weirdly. Everybody there was trying to get the Nega Siren, but it didn't work out. Work actually bad for CIO. There's big Lich ulti, but all the BKB on the guys that are important. Yao and Silo has the BKB, so nothing's gonna be affecting them. Era is going to be going down. He's very tanky, but Fissure is gonna be finishing off, and that's close to his dagger. No-Tail is trying to escape, but we have a stun there. We have Familiar's attack. We have Familiar's stun. Nothing can actually do it. Nothing can happen for him to survive. Alright, very nice. That's what actually Earthshaker needs, these type of actions. That was very good. I have to say it was kind of misplay, it was kind of like hunt. We didn't get the Shackle Shot. The Fissure was like, CL8 couldn't really do anything. Perfect ulti from Nevermore. And granted, Batrider didn't have ulti. He was without mana, completely. So he wasn't, he wasn't doing anything. So it looks very good for LGD right now. And as I said already, this is the third time they use the ulti to escape, rather than just be together with the smoke, and then they are seeing one, pop the ulti, maybe scout, I don't know, like something else than escape. Escape, as you can see, doesn't work. It always leads to kills. Prior to this fight, it was only 1 kill, so it was like, ah, fine, whatever, it's okay. Who died? It's a bad than Nega Siren, fine. But this time, it was 3 kills. And nobody on the opponent team died, so that's a difference. Maybe somebody died, but I don't think so. Nobody important. As you can see, the Lich ulti didn't do anything. It was jumping, but the BKBs are up, so that was just jumping. Hex will be extremely delayed, I would say. Extremely delayed. And the problem here is with the Hex on a hero like that. Right now, in this type of a game, where he has mobility right now. He has, of course, mobility from the beginning. A lot of money right now. He can get Butterfly. He can get very aggressive item towards you. And a hero like that, we'll see how he farms, but they could shut him down. Of course, they don't have a DK with the Shadow Blade. With the next bomb, which would be complete disaster for a hero like that trying to farm something. But they have a means to kill him, definitely. So that's gonna be just, if they are killing him, that's gonna be putting Fnatic down and down and down. So he needs to survive. He needs to just survive everything and not die anymore if he wants to kind of get his team some advantage. There's a smoke on the top lane, still Bad Rider, still the same strategy. I think Era needs to actually get crit. His damage output is actually not that much, and of course spell damage doesn't really matter against the 2 guys, which already, I want to say, we have level 14, so he's not there yet. 17 Weaver, but when he's 16, like, that's gonna be annoying. Like, he could just get to the Satanic, but that's gonna probably Assault get us, but he could get, later on to the lifesteal, and then you need more damage. So there's a guy on the top lane. They need to precisely get this. Like, they need to get first without a BKB. If he BKBs, it's gonna be hard to kill him. There we go. Oh, they missed it. They missed it. Spider Sense. He's actually going for it. He has BKB activated, so they can't really kill him. He can time-lapse away in the time very easily. There's nothing they can actually do about that. A little hesitation. A little hesitation of, like, letting that wave, like, die, like, closely to it. Weaver was like, okay, time to go. Bot lane, just being annoying towards OD. Which he should be. So not successful action with not that many heroes, and he was at the point of still farming. He wasn't doing anything. He was farming, so he was fine. In that sense. Let's see Visage how he is with the get him. He's not gonna happen in a long time. We have a dagger. We have a dagger for the Earthshaker, so that could change the fight because we don't have many BKBs. Not many. And the Fissure reach with the dagger is, I would say, perfect with the Negasan ulti, but it definitely means something. So Earthshaker so far is going to be extremely useful. There's a Shackle Shot not doing anything. He definitely positioned himself correctly. Is there a Fissure? There's no Fissure. There's no dagger too. It's too bad. So Notail is going to get out. Whoa, we have something there. Yao is actually initiating immediately on Era. Is there going to be ulti? There's going to be ulti, but again, he's in a BKB, so he feels very fine about this. He can be just very annoying. There's BKB from Era. Not really necessary. That was not necessary BKB. He knew from this. They were here. He knew they are not in reach. And they weren't, like, he has movement speed to outrun these, if I'm not mistaken. Because the stun takes some time. Like, that wasn't actually good BKB. You could say 8 seconds is fine, but this match is going actually far, very far. Oh no! That's what I'm kind of talking about. Like, he can actually do this. Earthshaker with the dagger actually killing him. He's gonna be sitting on the same money for a long time, dying like that. So 50 seconds, Roshan in 2 minutes. Let's see the network. Still they're holding, but for me, LGD at this point looks better. They have certain initiation with the Shadow Blade. They have to force something like Shadow, sentries, or maybe Gem even at this point, because there's a Weaver. So they have to force some money into this. Sentries we have here. Gem is gonna be probably coming very soon for Bad Rider, because he just needs it. He needs it because Weaver. He needs it still, but Weaver has a hard. Full hard of a Weaver means that killing him, even when he's not activating BKB, is for this team so far impossible. They don't have DPS to do it at this point. Just off this Batrider, they don't have second stun. They have just Batrider ulti. So they can't really bring this guy down. Not really. He can just be annoying towards anybody he wants. He can choose anybody. He can attack the main guy. He can attack the Era and just stay on him. It won't matter. And of course, with the help of the Yao, that's gonna be very, very damaging towards their team. Wind is going off ultimate orb of her own, or building it. 4K on Evermore. So we see what it's gonna be. I would bet it's gonna be crit. It just needs some damage. Like, they have one disable, they need to blow somebody up before anything happens. And right now the target of Weaver, like, it's hard. You target him, you waste a lot of things. You waste too many things, and you, in my opinion, not gonna bring him down even close. He's gonna time-lapse from it. In this team composition with no stun to follow up, he's gonna be okay. So what do? Do you target somebody else and let just Weaver be full HP when he's attacking you? I actually would prefer that, probably, of not just attacking the Weaver. Get the Ghost Scepters. So it's gonna be Butterfly for Fnatic Era. Alright. What? What was that? BKB even? This is nonsense play. Amazing Shackle Shot immediately. Knows better the timing of his spells than the OD himself. That was a... This is a replay. That was a 4-staff in. That was a 4-staff in and his own Astral Imprisonment. We have to see it many times because this is very important. He knows there are 4 heroes. That's not a misclick. But the Shackle Shot was fucking boss, but that's not a misclick. How it can be misclick 2 things in a row? How they can be misclick? Let's see what he's gonna do. This is his personal perspective. Slowing it down to a point. He's watching this action. He's watching Weaver only. He sees only Weaver. 4-staff himself. Okay, I give him some benefit of the doubt. He saw only Weaver, but how can you attack Weaver like that? He has heart, BKB. He would be in that Astral Imprisonment. Okay, you want to jump him after that? He has BKB. He pops with the BKB away. So this was strange action, I have to say. I mean, not action, just weird. Classify that as a weird. And this could be losing them a game because he cannot. You see, like, look at this. Mystic Staff and Ultimate Orb. He cannot do this yet. And you know, doing 4-staff, like DK would, even if he just ran there to the range of, it was like supposed to be instant Astral Imprisonment, but to what reason? Like, that makes no sense to me. There's no justifiable like fact, or like you can't say anything to it. It's nothing. There's nothing that actually benefits you of doing it. Of course, he misplaced the Astral Imprisonment, but that's not important. DK was on the range to actually stun him too, so and he doesn't have BKB. Cheese, Weaver of course is gonna take the Aegis, and right now, what they can do. Extremely limited team fight, 40 minutes in. Era, of course, he has items, he has Butterfly right now. For me, he still needs more damage. For their amount of disables, he needs more and more damage. This is very dangerous. Tricks in their jungle. Yao with the Invis. He's not with the fast movement speed. He's not in a DK form, so I think they should be fine. Slightly risky though. If Earthshaker was just, they didn't have vision by the way towards mid, so if he was just here when he was like just flying here away, that could be bad. Because clearly he can fissure, rotate his own cooldowns, and DK would actually get there in time. No tail. Careful there. Negasine is scouting a little bit. There's a cheese. He doesn't have much items, as I was talking about that. But at this point, this is enough. Level 16, Shadow Blade for initiation, BKB for sustainability in the team fight. That's okay. He doesn't need anything else. Like, he has best farm in the game, in a sense of like creep stats. But way better than everybody. But like, that doesn't mean much. Like, he needs actually one additional item, and then it's gonna be even team fight. Then he can do amazing amount of damage and kills. But so far, I don't think he's there yet. With the DD, of course. Yep, with the DD. He could be, but BKB, of course, needs to be activated in these team fights because Earthshaker And, you know, random shackle, you're fucked. So, that DD is just like kind of a tease. Tease if they catch somebody with a Batrider. Then it's like, yeah, I'm gonna unleash it right now. And then immediately displayed by BKB. They have smoke. Oh, Batrider, he sees them. Initiating on Xiao 8, of course, that's a good target. They don't have the Hex yet, so he can actually first staff away if he wants to. There's first staff away. Nevermore ulti. Visage is down, but the main damage dealers are there. As you can see, they're right now separating the team. Negastar by the died, so they're not separating the team anymore. 3 familiars, by the way. Han is disabling Nevermore. For a short period of time, there's a fissure, and Cyrus just downing him down. DD is in trouble. He could just die. There's a fissure. Sorry, that is a race, and it's a triple kill for Era. That was pretty good action. Of course, there was kind of sloppy action all over the place. I like the Negastar ulti because they were separating the Earthshaker of and the other heroes of just the guy with the BKB. So that was a good plan, I would say. Of course, she kind of popped it because she was in a dire shit. But you know, it was okay in that sense. Because the guy with the BKB will be separated off this team, and then you're fighting only one guy or 2 guys, which is okay, which is doable. So there's X finally. Wind escapes, so she's very importantly close to X2, but Fnatic definitely has a team fight right now. Era's doing damage. The cheese did pop. Everything on DK pop. So DK, he's fine. Not in these clusterfuck actions when there's just too many things. Like, look at this, like this is so small area. Honestly, there's a fissure, just fissure separating, it makes it like 50% smaller. So, it's definitely not good team fight for type of, like, you know, like DK wants to just stun you, hit you from a distance, and then BKB and just still hitting you. And you are running, you are in a bad spot. If you're just fighting in a clusterfuck area, you are kind of fine as a Fnatic, it seems. Alright. Definitely priorities are changing. They cannot initiate on Weaver, they shouldn't. Not even DK. So it's gonna be somebody else. Can be even Earthshaker with his fissures and ulti, like it's so important to kill him. Visage with 3 familiars. Of course, at this point, you can even debate if he is stronger than this. This does more than the Visage in himself. Of course, Visage can soak some damage with his passive. He can still apply Medallion. He can resummon these Visages, of course, to kind of prolong the stun. One time, I know you are not here for my stories, but here comes one. I'm sorry, this game has 27 kills. Some stories needs to be filled in, okay, to make it interesting. As a Visage, I was defending here with the Aghanim. I scored like, I like 40 assists already. Kind of not this type of game, public type of a ridiculous type of game, when mistake is really mattering actually too, because you know, in 70-minute game with the like 60 kills, yeah, mistake really matters because the respawn time, like everybody was above level 20, which is not here. And here it's not gonna happen, for example, because there are not many team fights. Look at the scores. It's kind of cold. Nobody has anything impressive. Other than Weaver, of course, which I think he is in a very good position still. So I was fighting here as a Visage, and there was initiation of my Darkseer actually being pulled in. Mistake by him done, unfortunately. He didn't get BKB, he had only I got him, and we would win a teamfight with his ulti, but he didn't. So I need to like rotate. I didn't care for damage. I rotated the stun of familiars. So stun, recast, stun, and it was 5-second stun for a majority of people. And I think it was Warlock against me, so after 5 seconds of disable, he finally got his assist Infernals. So unfortunately, Darkseer was just dead by then, so it's kind of a pointless. It's a pointless store effect of Darkseer not having BKB or Dagger, which is the most important items at this point, I think, for Darkseer. But yeah, Visage familiars are ridiculous. There's Initiation Trixie being very fucking ballsy. Immediately, Earthshaker, beautiful ulti. Unfortunately, I guess cancelling it immediately. The follow-up. Earthshaker still can fissure this. He only fit. There's a fissure and ulti. Beautiful. So Era will be getting out. Nobody died yet. I think there's a follow-up. There's an... Ooh, maybe she could choose Trixie. Trixie would probably get it. There are a lot of trees there. I have to say great Earthshaker, but Negastar also pretty good play. Pretty good play. Where were the familiars for these ports? There was one with the BKB with the Nevermore, but I think the other one was not, with the no-tail. Whoa! Whoa! Where are they? There we go. Save this one at least. I don't think they can push yet. There's a buyback, there's a MKB on Weaver. Wow, there's a Hex. Huge ulti. OD just sniping against DK. DD down 2. Era will go down. Let's see the evasion if it's gonna be working out. It's working out somehow. Mirana dead. Sylar, let's see. He's dead too. He's dead too. DK on immediate buyback. Sylar doesn't have a buyback because he built BKB. Of course, familiars are dying ridiculously much. And this is turn around. Like, there was no reason for me to fight. I was like, they're not gonna do it. And yet there's like Hex and everything. Like, oh my god, go. The type of behavior like, oh my god, go. Go now. Everybody's like, you know, hanging out. And it's like, oh now. Okay. Sure. That's gonna be working out so well for you. Wow. He doesn't have familiars. He actually recasted them to get the most of the team fight. But as you can see, not much of a team fight. I have to say that was a good Hex by OD. They got Lich ulti and OD ulti while the Hex was actually in place against the DK, just wiping him completely. So it was a good play. And this is gonna be Rax. Weaver is too important for this. They cannot fight without Weaver. Familiars are nowhere. He doesn't have any items. As I said, the DK without no items. There's a fissure, but that's not gonna change much. And there's a lifesteal on the Era. As you can see, he can stand the ground against anybody at this point. With lifesteal. Like, it does, you know, decent damage also. It has amazing heal at this point, so that's pretty great. Good movement from Nega, I have to say. They're still holding. 15 seconds for Weaver, but that's a long enough time. But this Rex is gonna fall in 5 seconds. Whoa, Rixie being initiated on, immediately sniped. Wow, Nega Siren, but that's not gonna help. This is not gonna help. Too bad nobody activated BKB. Is there a blink? Is there a blink? Can he do it? 4 staff actually on a range, nice. Is there a power shot? Is there something from CR8? No, there is not. Unfortunately enough, he can kind of be in a bad spot. Let's see, BKB is activated on a DK. No tail is gonna be down. Era is fighting, but he actually has to get out. They don't have anything to stop it. Too bad it's not the 4-second BKB. It was 6 seconds, good for him. If it was the 4-second BKB, the MKB would start proccing after that. Absolutely. And of course DD had the totem, but still. 4-second BKB. We will actually get to the point of having 4-second BKBs. We have 5 here, 5 on Era, and we have on Weaver, it's gonna be more probably. You have 4 seconds of Weaver. Okay. We are at the point of funny BKBs. BKB used to avoid one spell. If you just drag the fight for 2 seconds, the BKB is down. Because of course the running, activating the BKB, getting in. If you just drag it for a few seconds, 2 seconds, the fight is not gonna be successful. It's interesting how Nega Siren is still very useful, just with the ulti. It's amazing ulti. And that's the thing, like, right now they are suffering by not having the Assault Killas. They are very much suffering so by not having DK getting that next item. I've seen these slow DK farms, and I'm not really sure how successful that is. Because that is clearly limiting them in a teamfight. It will. But still, it's pretty even. I think Nevermore is at the point that he has a crit, so finally he's gonna have some decent damage item, or decent damage output. Well, finally, but he's building towards item that finally will give him that one click that can change the team fight. It's not a Kanka, but it definitely does its job. Click. I have to say, Sylar, you know, not that impactful anymore. He's still very viable. He can buy back, you know, get them back to the team fight with the time lapse. But against Era, like, he has too many items. At this point, he has the items that he should have right now. So he's there, farm-wise, absolutely. So Roshan is up. Nobody wants to give it up. Of course, I don't think Fnatic needs to give it up. They have one trick up their sleeve. They have, well, in their sleeve, Song of the Siren. If the Roshan is, you know, too low, you pop it, you kill it, and you take it. You can actually do that, because you can attack the Roshan while the Song of the Siren is inactive. It's not affecting Roshan. But that would be very risky. They can use it probably to cancel initiation, maybe. We'll see. But they are definitely, I think, on top with having the appropriate farm. Of course, familiars just melting. Yeah, the damage, like, it's kind of a naive right now to damage with the familiars. Of course you can. Some certain hero like Lich, sure. But the stun is gonna be probably more. Because they're gonna melt. Against OD, of course, he has the orb. It's ridiculous. It's one hit kill. Maybe 2-hit kill, but I think it's one hit at this point. Nevermore, it's the same thing. It actually can one hit it too. There's a smoke from LGD. What's gonna be happening? They are trying to go behind them, but these guys are not gonna move off by the river, right? They're gonna stay on high ground, or they're gonna go into the river. Let's see. All around the place. All around the place. There could be some pickup, but they have a 4-staff. Let's see. He's in a bad spot. Shackle shot. They see him. Shackle shot. There's Hex. Stun. Shackle shot nicely actually latching. And 4-staff again. Very nice, very nice. Song of a Siren. 2 guys in a BKB. Not anymore. Look at that. 4-second BKBs. That's exactly it. He can ulti right now as a Shadow Fiend. Beautifully under them. Wow. Better I did initiation on the DK. Hanny actually melting down. Lich ulti flying all over the place. Sylar, nice shackle shot on the Era. Still holding him there. He has a lifesteal, so let's see what that's gonna do. It's close, but DD is definitely there for these loose stuns. So Sylar is leaving with no HPs. That's the last of it on Nega Siren. Can they do it? Look at that. Urshika is gonna kill Nega Siren, amazingly enough. So the fight still continues. DDC, what is he gonna do? Ooh, he's blocking them. He's blocking them, and that's a one hit. Plus 410. That was a Lich, or that was actually. It was not 410 from this guy. It might have been. That's actually 410 plus 410. That's ridiculous. 2 hits. That was a big thing. That was a big team fight. Clusterfuck, but definitely successful, I think, from a point of hard to say. Sylar died, unfortunately. He was, getting out. Then 4-staff Nega Siren approached him. They're trying for fast Roshan because guy doesn't have buyback here. Nevermore. And of course the top lane was pushing, getting the tower too. So they will get the free Roshan here. Free for buybacks if you count buybacks as investment, but I would, but still, it's pretty good thing for them, and they kind of need it. Like Nevermore is definitely something big, and you can see the 4-second BKB. Like they're like, okay, we are fighting now. Nega Siren, we don't care. Oh, that was close. It's gonna be, it's a funny BKB. At least that item is funny. It's gonna avoid just a few things in the beginning, and then it's gonna be off. Then they can actually prepare the perfect setup at this point with these type of BKBs. With the Nega Siren, because it's gonna be off, and they're gonna be held under that ulti. Usually together, as you can see, so. That could be perfect setup for the Fnatic right now. But but Era like that, I think I kind of like that idea of having so much damage and survivability that the 4-second BKB is just something you're like, fine, okay. I don't care about that because I can actually out-heal them later on. He's gonna be getting Satanic, definitely, from this one because 4-second BKB, like, he doesn't want to invest probably in the next BKB. I feel every player would feel fine with 4-second BKB until, of course, the shit hits the fan and it's like, wow, that's really fucking short. But the more problems with the BKB have has a team of LGD, definitely, as you can see from that action. Right now we are getting to the sloppy action, which I think is for DK and Weaver, it's maybe hard to find the target. Of course, Nevermore is right there, just pointing out to himself. He's black, in the middle of everything. He's huge. So he's there. You can target him very easily. But everybody else, like, they just fucking blow their ultis off when the Nega Siren's ulti off, and that's actually enough. That's actually, in this, like, clusterfuck fighting, it's better than just, oh, where's my target? Who do I target now? Oh, they used 4-staff now. Where is he? It's a lot of chasing with not good amount of immunity, I would say, right now. And they can't buy it because, they have to have buybacks. They want to have different items, like Assault Kills, for example, on DK, so the 4-second BKB was definitely a smart thing from Icefrog, if, he doesn't like this item. Oh, he doesn't like it, but he changed it so many times. He was nerfing it from, like, beginning that he introduced the item. He's nerfing it from that point. He hates it. So 56 minutes in, I think we are looking at one team fight. Cut from the same cloth. Very low levels, but they're fine. I think Two 15s are actually worse than 114. I would say that. I think we are looking at the one team fight. Of course, Weaver has so many lives at this point that he has to basically pull off something in this fight. He has to. If he doesn't do anything with the 3 lives, you could say 4, because time. Actually 3. It's a death. Actually, hold on, 2. It's only 2, because I wouldn't count BKB as anything. So he has Aegis, he dies. So he fights again, he dies. So 3 lives. And he buys back, he timeless into the fight. If he can do anything with the 3 lives as a Weaver, they have no chance of actually winning this game. Okay? Because that's like the best what you can get right now. 3 lives on Weaver, cheese on the DK. You can't get any better team fight right now. Of course, they are limited by the BKBs right now. DK especially. DK especially right now is limited by the BKB. He can't just splash people. They will put magical damage, terrible magical damage on him. They can disable him by Bat Raider, by anything, so... It's not looking good. Satanic is already done as a recipe for Fnatic era. It's still interesting how fucking patient these people are, like that, like, we're not gonna see the type of game that I played with Sniper with the 60 kills. When we had Mega Creeps and the Sniper, you know, was defending it with the Weaver, with 2 Divines. Butterfly, crit, no boots of course, because he didn't need to go anywhere. And we couldn't get it, so we were always like, we just jumped on them, died, like, instantly. But they couldn't push, like, they just couldn't push, they couldn't get off the base actually. So we just farmed back to the buybacks, and the same thing repeated for 2 hours. I posted on Facebook the images, so you can kind of search the Facebook images to kind of see what the game idea was about. So I don't think you will see this type of game, because these guys are very patient. My Huskar in that game was just fucking terrible. Okay, here we go. That team fight, is it gonna happen? We don't have a Yao in the place, so... Sylar can, like, he has many lives, so he can just pressure this. Familiars, as you can see, are used at this point. They don't care about money. Take it. Take it. We are damaging this tower. Right now it's not gonna happen because it's gonna die instantly. But he tries to damage the tower as much as he can with the familiars. He's gonna sacrifice them 100%. Well, how does, like, I would like to... Whoa, Negasan, what is she doing? She's completely out of position. She's actually gonna die for this. That was a Hani type of a gameplay with the 4-staff and Astral Prison. That type of a gameplay, but she's fine, she's there. You know, after buyback she would initially... Nice initiation of it by Trixie. CL8 being actually hexed. BKB by Era. There's a lot of damage. Negasan ulti right now, as you can see, they are just crowded with his BKBs. Still ulti on Hani. Just expect that immediately, if he wants to kill them. There we go, there's ulti. Sylar still being in fairly decent HPs. He has BKB, he doesn't want to use it after the Aegis. He's waiting for his Death Earthshaker ulti. Oh, he can't actually stun them back. He can stun them back for a second with Astral Prison. There's a buyback. Sylar still in the action. Era's being stunned, as you can see, for a second BKB. Nice Fissure. Nice Fissure getting 3 people. Can they get him? Can they get him? Sylar can actually get it. There we go. What else is happening in this one? Trixie on a good HPs. Yao getting the cheese down. So Lich is back. Nice stun again. Earthshaker's playing very good. Fissure again on 2 guys. Nice circle shot on both guys. Hani is going down. Wow. Buyback from Hani, but they don't have Era. They don't have Era. They can actually, they can fight this. Sylar still actually doesn't have a dial-ups anymore. There's no Yao. Actually, Yao's still there. Wow. Amazingly enough, he hit in the Astral Prison too much, I think. But he definitely played well. These fissures were on point. Always 3 people, 2 people. Basically, what was left, he was fissuring. What was left, he was fissuring. So it's gonna be the dual Rex because they can't fight without Era. Unfortunately enough, he bought the Satanic. He bought Satanic, absolutely. The courier died. So they're gonna be finishing Yao, but that doesn't mean anything. Sylar can still finish this. He can time-lapse, he can force the buyback with this. He has 9,000 gold. He can force the Trixie. Being initiated on Shackle Shot, not really lashing. A nice Fissure again on 2. DD definitely is very well securing with these no BKBs or low BKBs numbers on Era. He can definitely securing a lot of these stuns. A very long one with the Aftershock and everything. So this is dual Rexes. Not even need to buy back. He has so much gold. So much gold. This, by the way, should be the win. This is definitely should be the win. Without a doubt, this is 2 Rexes. Good action. Of course, the Roshan will take some more time. I want to say the courier died. We're gonna see what time it is. We have 1:50. Okay, I wanna get back just slightly because the courier died. Let's see, because that's an important thing. If Era had the Satanic, he would be able to actually deflect all the damage. So we will see whether the courier died, because that was the most important thing in this match, actually. Interestingly enough. There we go. Okay, there's a ward. They knew that he's going for Satanic, and they immediately go their Siler. That's gonna be just one hit, and that's it. That was the important part in that game. Okay. So they're escaping. Here we go. We're back to the game. That's what I like about replay, because we missed that. And I wasn't looking at his money. And I agree, like, hard to say. They blew everything they had. Earthshaker played really well. And the thing is that if he had buyback, of course, the second side wouldn't fall without a doubt. Like, this would be there. Absolutely. Maybe they would even back up if you bought back. If he has Satanic, I don't think he would die. I don't think he would die. Of course, it would be nice to have Daedalus on top of a Satanic to be kind of like, okay, I'm not gonna die for 100%. But he could turn it on them and at least force more of them. And there's a Satanic, so still, this is 3,000 HPs. That was such a big loss, and with the Satanic, I would say like Fnatic actually they have advantage in the beginning of the team fight. There's a good drag, they had good preparation in the beginning. They're still out of OD, not wasting it in the beginning on like somebody not important, but we'll see what's gonna happen now. Not over, unfortunately not over. You know why? I don't want to point it out all the fucking time, but it's sitting here. He still doesn't have the fucking Assault Kiros. And Nevermore is like further and further away. Right now he gained Satanic. He had it, but yeah, he has it right now in this team fight, so that's a different thing. Now there's initiation of the Batrider. Who is he getting? It's actually Visage that could be snap on a Visage. Familiars are gonna be stunning continuously. Pretty nice Forceman stun. Nice Fissure. Oh! He badly ulted. He had the choice. He had the chance to actually completely turn this fight on. Ulti, so we have Negasan ulti off. Nice OD ulti. Era, Satanic, look at this. They can't kill him. They can't kill him. There's a bash. Or whatever this was. Era is going down, so they have at least dead, but wow. That Earthshaker was a bad play. Han is going to down, and that's a GG from Fnatic. Wow. I got kind of scared. Okay. I got kind of scared for the Earthshaker there. Because alright, let's actually rewind that. Look. Fissure, beautiful one. Dagger. There's nothing on him. If he just like they won, GG, fine. This was a great checker shot. Great Fissure yet again. Look, additional stun on top of that. Lich is just like fucking close range. And then if he jumps here and ultis as an Earthshaker and then Aftershock, this would be maybe the best wipe that we actually seen yet in the match, because everybody will be affected by this. Because Trixie is trying to get him, but he doesn't have anything to get him with. Just didn't dagger. Right now the dagger is disabled right now, so that's gonna be this match. Of course, a few mistakes we've seen from OD, the Nega Siren. Earthshaker played very well, but it would be, I think, cooler action if he actually ulted there. So that's gonna be it for this match. LGD against Fnatic. LGD won, and that's definitely LGD that you want to see. I've seen some match LGD played, and they were not really convincing. In this one, it was decent enough, I think. So yeah, pretty good. So thanks for watching. That's it. Oh, the score, right? You want to see the score? I mean, I don't care. Let's see the score then. What it's gonna be? Some numbers maybe? Or not? Ah, some numbers. Okay, cool.